Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 9th episode of the second season of Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. And last episode, we had some storage room shenanigans. We had a little bit of fun in the nurse's office, well, fun, healing injuries, as you'd expect in the nurse's office. And the nurse, of course, wasn't there, like she usually isn't in various anime. And also, discussion of what you would do if you won the lottery and what Nishikata wanted. I mean, it was pretty simple, basic. I mean, he kept trying to rephrase it or whatever, but it was all basically the same thing multiple times, which Takagi certainly got a kick out of. So yeah, hopefully this video file actually works on my normal usual media player. So let's see. 3, 2, 1, play. Although if you're seeing this, then it probably did. Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san 2. It would drop the eraser. Never drop the eraser in class. Nothing good ever comes from it. Not sure where the bubbles come from, but guess somebody was just blowing bubbles in the park or whatever. Achi muita hoi. So I guess we're having some rock, paper, scissors, some junkin, or whatever you call it. Of course, nothing will ever beat the Hinamatsuri one. That was pretty great. Although Asobi Asabasa did it well too. That's more impressive if he has psychic powers, by the way. Yeah. So I guess this was Achimui Tahoi is his idea. Yeah. Where does his confidence come from? Who knows? uh, uh, Twister, or no? Yeah, she's a naive one here. Ah, I beat Nichikata, I lost Takagi. Sounds about right. What's your special move? If this was a different type of anime, I could venture a guess, but... That's your strategy, huh? I don't know. I don't know why you think she's so simple-minded. Well, I think you lost that one. Yeah, it's not a very deep or well-thought-out plan, and it never is. All of his plans always required Takagi to be just simple-minded or ignorant or something, and just... Is she gonna use some trickery? Yes. Yeah, that was obviously gonna happen. Yes, because unlike her, you are simple-minded enough to fall for it. Okay. You have things very backwards. And she won, so... How kind of you. Like I said to you, you don't understand that you have it backwards. Yeah, but it's not gonna be normal. Where's she gonna point? Oh, that's not fair. She's taking out the big guns. Well then, he's probably gonna look down. He wants to look down, alright. Now he needs to look her in the face after a question like that, so he's gotta look somewhere. Don't break on me, dude. Yeah, he's slowly going down. No kidding. He's just breaking over there, and she's just enjoying all of it. Not usually how this game is played, but... Yeah, of course, she still got it. Yeah, it's only ever gonna go that way. Let's be honest. Well, that went about as expected. Ooh, pool. Well. I guess this anime pool episode is a little bit less exciting than most, but still. Pool episodes are always fun. Talents, huh? Does she have one? Is she good at cooking? I don't remember if that was mentioned, it might have been. Just splashing. I guess that's how you have fun in the pool. Well, you can still walk around the water, like in the shallow end, right? Well, you're still in the heat regardless. And if anything, the water cools you down, so... Neither do I, it's okay. She is wet. Maybe it's in the water, let's go look for it. I mean, it's not horrible. Not really a talent. Well. Wow. This is not going well. I mean, nothing wrong with any of this, but just... I'm not seeing a talent. But don't worry, I don't have a talent, and I'm fine with that. I don't know if that makes her feel better, but at least she's trying. She escaped. Yeah, it's probably not really a talent, because there are plenty of people that don't have talents. Worries. I know a centaur that has those. That sucks for you. What now, Nishikata? Every day you get a new harebrained scheme. Okay, a box. What's in the box? The chocolate? Probably not. Is it a finger? Probably not. Okay. So, when are you gonna use the box? It's because it reminds you of Valentine's Day, giving chocolates. Is it something cool or something weird? Okay. Is it an emoji? Oh. Wow. I guess that's kind of cool. Uh, sure. I don't know, but maybe you should be paying attention to the butt on the board. You totally were. How many butts are you gonna draw? But yeah, I can see it. That's the great title right there. So what's up with with Takagi, like her being so less approachable than usual? It's a great view outside that window. That's a great seat. I never gave her my box. And I was so gonna make me win too. A bike? So someone's there. Oh yeah, that's why it seems so weird. Could put my finger on it, but yeah, that was a weird thing. He didn't even attempt to tease you. What is this kind of neglect play? Yeah, there's the bike. I saw that a while ago, before you did. So she's here at this shrine for some reason. Oh, there she is. Takagi, I was looking for you. Wanna know why you haven't been teasing me lately? I feel so lonely. Fancy meeting you here. Yeah, what brings you here? You come here often? Did something happen, or... Like, I still don't really know what the issue is here. I mean, if you were, I think she'd tell you. She's not really the shy type, so... If she wanted you to leave, I think she'd just say so. I have a box, I mean... I don't know if I'll make you happy now, but So what is in the box? Is it a Jack-in-the-Box, or... Oh. Oh! Cotton candy! Or cotton something fluffy. Did that cheer you up? Don't cry. Okay. I was waiting for a positive expression. There we go. So I think it did cheer her up, although we still don't know what the issue was. Yeah, you had to put something a bit scarier in there than that. Well, sort of. Yeah, we want to know what's up. Why why you aren't giving him the attention he so desperately craves. uh, well, my soul has just been cleansed. Whew. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have half a mind to tell that mother to leave you alone. He appreciates your cotton. I can't really picture Takagi in like a serious fight with someone. I mean, I gave you the box. That's all I can do. That's cute. I couldn't leave after she just said that to me. No way, no how. I could have like a doctor's appointment in 5 minutes and I'd still stay there if she said that to me. Uh, you, I mean, you usually don't ask for permission for that. But yes, you can tease me anytime. Messages. So, who are we gonna be marrying? I mean, I assume Nishikata and Takagi. How did my cotton box plan not work? It was foolproof. How do I go up from here? Yeah, I'd say that paid off. Oh, Takagi, are you messaging me? Rain? Something about rain. It's supposed to look like a butt, but I think it's just like, that. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I've seen that before. What, you think I'd be texting you lewd things? Don't be silly. Then he texts him a real butt and he thinks it's fake. Really? I. That could be funny. Whatever happens from that, but. See ya at school. Well, that's good. Still don't know the details of the fight, but. Well, there we go. It's all good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, what does she think of the butt? I wanted to send a similar picture to him. Then say, do you think this is real or not? Yes, Sasuga Takagi. I don't know how you go up from there, so. Hey, Kimura, what can I send Takagi to tease her? Uh, just trying to get him to say, like. Yeah. Yes, that's quite clearly what she was going for. Because Japanese really lacks. It's very context dependent. You can kind of make certain statements look like they apply to something else, which I think is what she was going for there. Because you just said, like, skidayo out of context, you know. You could just show that to people and delete the message before it. Of course he did. So, she obviously expected him to counter the way he did, so what's her endgame gonna be? Gotta specify. uh, He's almost got you that time. Man, those legs. It almost did, though. It almost did. Of course, she's keeping that over there. Important to her. So what now? What will we get next? Kimura, why are you ignoring me? I'm forced to talk to a cute girl instead. What will it be now? Really? uh, Yeah, what will she say? Of course you were. How will she respond? Or will she respond? Because she could just ignore it. That'd be one way to handle it. I don't think that's what that means. Okay, so this is her plan, to just make him overthink it. Yeah, that's always a possibility. Maybe try to be clever with someone they don't understand what you were going for, and just make things awkward. It can happen. Oh, there she is. Or unless it's Kimura. He might accidentally respond to Kimura thinking he's responding to Takagi. That actually might happen. That would be funny. Good for you. Yeah, better be. A video. Video of her laying on her bed. That could be her, like, she might, like, do you do, like, blow him a kiss or something there? That might be a thing. I don't know what else you'd go for here. But... Ah... Oh, that was powerful. Yeah, you really can't blame him. That's a video you save. It's definitely a video you save for the rest of your life. He's thinking something right now. If only you were video chatting. Yeah, you can always imagine what his reactions are because he's very predictable. Wears his emotions on his face or on his sleeve, whatever the phrase is. I don't wanna. Yeah, I gotta go to be at dinner and the game's over now. But it was fun. He'll be blushing for a while. Yeah, that's a good point as well. He's definitely not the only one blushing. Oof. That was certainly an interesting scene to end this off on. The scene also did a good job of just showing how much is kind of lost in translation, and when you have to rely on English subtitles for anime. Because what you said in that video could very easily be taken as, you know, I like you or I love you or something. Because there was no context of the video, it was just that's all it was. But yeah, that video was just not playing fair at all, Takagi. Okay, okay. That was the 9th episode of Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. Our first scene was Achimui Tehoi. You know, as usual, Nijikata walked into a room being like, okay, I got the perfect strategy to one-up Takagi. It's foolproof. She's gonna react to it like this because that's just, you know, how I think she's gonna react to it. So, and then after she does, I'll have basically won. and then it just never goes the way he imagines because his mental image of Takagi is just a lot, weaker, more simple-minded, easily tricked than the reality. So as a result, these plans just never really work. Especially when, it's an idea that's so easily turned around back on him because he actually is easy to trick and stuff. So yeah, not too bad at all. So basically his trick here was to, like, because in Achimui Tahoi, you point to a random direction and they look that direction, you win, that sort of thing. So basically what he decided to do was try to manipulate her into looking the direction he wants to, and then he'll just point in that one, taking the luck factor out of it completely. However, that doesn't work if you can't, like, get to her, If you can't successfully manipulate her, then it's not going to work. So it pretty much failed pretty handedly there. But when she did it to him, it worked, because that's just how it goes, Especially when she asked if he had a crush on her or whatever, yeah, that was pretty funny, just because you're supposed to look in a direction, fairly quickly in the game, but he just, like, really hesitated, just looking forward for a while, shaking, blushing, sweating, and just, like, very begrudgingly looking upwards, And yet she still managed to point in that direction in time. So she still very much won, so yeah, he never stood a chance, as always. So then we had a pool episode, which really focused on our, side character trio over here, where Yukari, she doesn't have a talent. I mean, first of all, she can't swim, so she stayed outside the pool, which led to the discussion of talent, which led to the conclusion she has none. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, very, very sad stuff. But that's how it goes sometimes. Not everyone has a talent. And that's okay. However, if you have a decent amount of free time, it's probably a good idea to develop at least some kind of skill, something that you can brag to people about. Whether it be learning to play an instrument, or learning a second language, or learning to program, learning to cook. Like, you should usually just, assuming you have the extra time, you really should choose at least one thing you have at least a little bit of an interest in, and just develop your skills in it, because it could come in handy. It's something to talk about with people besides just, regular leisure activities like, yeah, this manga I read was really cool, so yeah, that's kind of the point I was trying to make. Like, just pick something that you have an interest in and develop a skill in it, and you probably won't regret it, So that's something, if I was not seeing it, I probably would have told her that, If you're upset they don't really have a talent, then just start working on something that you have an interest in. It's never too late to start, especially if you're in, like, 6th or 7th grade, however old they are. Like, you have plenty of time to develop a cool skill. So don't worry about it. And yeah, this scene was a bit different. Takagi was clearly worried about something, but we didn't know what. She never teased Nishikata, and whenever that's the case, something's up. Something's very wrong with the universe when the whole premise of the show is, like, thrown out the window, So he eventually tracked her down, showed her his cool box that cheered her up a bit, and we found out what the deal was. Just a little fight with her mother, nothing too serious, just kind of a glorified disagreement, really. So that wasn't too bad, and she made up with her later, so it all worked out. But the important thing was Nishikata played a role in cheering her up, so that's good. And then we had what was probably my favorite bit of the episode, was the whole texting back and forth. Because we have one character in class who discovered if you use the kanji for person, and in between a couple of parentheses, so it looks like a butt. And that's the kind of thing, especially a young person would come up with and be amused by. So, and yeah, he really very much seems to be a butt enthusiast, because he later texts Nishikata, a picture of his arm that's supposed to look like that. But very few people will actually fall for that. Seems to be pretty, naive to actually fall for that. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't texted, butts to my friends before, but just, it's not what happened here, so. Like, you should be able to know a real one from a fake one if you're a real connoisseur, is kind of my point I was going for. Because Takagi didn't fall for it at all. And then we began the word games with Takagi. So, because she asked him if he likes or dislikes steak, trying to bait him into just saying, that he likes it, but, being able to have that as a standalone statement where the context is assumed or implied, but you could take it and say, hey, see what Nichigata texted me, that he likes me, you could do that, so. That sort of thing doesn't work very well in English, but in Japanese, yeah, you gotta watch out for that. And he barely realized the trap before it was too late. So he avoided like the first couple of attacks. Like that was the first one, the steak one. But he got around that by like specifically mentioning steak in the response. So, but she expected him to be able to defend against that first attack. But then she tries again. What does she say next? Do you like hard mark? Which, he almost fell for this one, pretty close. But just barely avoided that trap. Kimura, he eventually matches him again. And then you had Nichigata trying to counterattack by saying, asking if she likes kiss. Very hard to talk about this, because there's the original phrasing, the translation, just. But he brings up the kiss, I guess I just say it that way. And he's trying to trap Takagi here. However, it backfires a little bit because she took so long to respond that he got worried, which was a good play by her. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but it probably was. Although, I guess it had to have been a little bit of delay, regardless, because she had to take time to record herself. But the point is, it did have an effect on him. And, yes, she just takes a video of her laying on her bed, looking into the camera, with her usual angelic facial expression, looking deep into his eyes. It says, "Skidayo." So, yeah, that's basically resulted in maximum blushing from Nichigata, which I don't blame her for. I probably would have as well if I was in that position. And she calls him out on the blushing, despite that she can't see him, but she knows. She knows because she blushes a lot too in this scene, so it's to be expected. And then she wants a picture to prove that he's not blushing, but he can't do that. And then the mother kind of ends it, but yeah, that was a very fun scene. Especially at the way to like the very end when she kind of acknowledged that she's blushing as well, so really can't blame Nichigata for it. So yeah, I really liked that last scene. It was a lot of fun, some good back and forth. It felt a bit more even than some of their other battles, which were always like a one-sided slaughter. This one at least felt a bit more, even back and forth. So I think that was one of my, not only was that my favorite scene of this episode, it's probably one of my favorite scenes of this entire second season, just in general, because of that. A lot of great shots, a lot of great everything, really. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. I probably talked longer than I really intended to about this episode, but there was plenty to say. That's how it goes sometimes. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.